You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show. You were saying you were thinking about growing your hair out again.
Yeah,
you don't know how serious you are about that, though.
Well, I'm serious. I'm seriously thinking about it, but there's that.
I've given the thought some thoughts, and I've been thinking that I should think about it some more.
No, I've been thinking about it for like probably a week anyway.
Yeah,
and just like I don't know, do I want to go back to like ponytail life? Because I know that my crazy ass hair, when it gets long, just goes everywhere, and so it becomes a whole production to just like keep it out of the way and like depoodled a little bit. But then I cut it because I was like, well, my hair's just always in a ponytail, so why do I have long hair? It's not like worth it.
Well, you no longer have big bus types telling you, hey, don't have self-expression and don't be a guy that because we now bring up politics on this channel, this podcast. And you have more freedom for those sorts of things. I guess if you wanted to do it, you should do it. Yeah. I don't think you look good or bad or either way. I don't think you look good either way. I think you should just end it now.
Fucking deal.
No, I don't have a preference, but I'm so used to your short hair now. And so like, I don't know, if you did it, cool. You'd have that in-between stage where it'd just be like, oh boy.
Well, that's the thing. Like winter is the time to do it. So I can just do what I did the first time and just wear a beanie for like 6 months.
Oh yeah. Okay. Jessica, we figured out, is almost exactly 2 years behind the podcast now. We've had several months of not traveling because of either pregnancy or just had a baby. So we got in the car to go to her dad's last weekend and popped, we can finally listen to another Jump on the Bat-Wagon. It was the Batman video game Lost episode cutscenes.
Oh my God.
And in that we say like, oh, congrats, we just reached 2 years of the podcast. And I was like, oh my God, we just passed 4 years of the podcast. So, Jessica is a little bit behind, but in that podcast you had mentioned, someone had asked you if you would ever grow your hair out again. And at the time you were like, I don't know, I don't think so, or whatever. I'm like, we were just talking about this at Weird Al that he might do it. So it was all just a weird like wrap around. Like we don't have anything original. We're talking about the same exact shit 2 years later.
Same shit, different episode.
Same shit, different shit. That's the tagline of Jump on the Bat-Wagon. Mm-hmm. People have been missing out on this for almost a month now. Basically a month now, because we took, I think, 3 weeks off and then the Weird Al thing or something like that. So
no, it was
welcome
2
back
weeks
to it. 2 weeks and then Weird Al was the third week. Yeah, you're right.
So,
which I think some people somehow thought we got Weird Al on the podcast, which like fucking incredible if we ever did that. But because there were people commenting like as soon as I dropped it, like, no fucking way. And I was like, no, you're right. There is no way.
There's no way.
We absolutely did not. We just put his picture everywhere for the posting of this. It's okay. I did have some good fun listening back to that, the car version of the podcast. I don't know if you checked it out.
It was funny. I did actually listen to it because it's a quick and easy one. Mm-hmm. And, the recording didn't stop halfway through.
Yeah. Did you listen to that one too? The Bloodsport one?
No, and I never will.
You should at least listen to the first half an hour before it cuts off, because I left a funny like, oh boy, like this is where it stopped recording kind of message in the middle of it with the music playing the whole entire time, like just a little too loud. So, I thought it was funny.
I listened to it and I didn't think about this, but I was like driving to work or something and I was like, oh, I might as well didn't really think about the fact that we left my house and then we're driving and it was real time and there weren't any cuts. And so it was like, oh, there's that like ugly mural with the eagle. And I was just like, there's that ugly mural with the eagle. And then there's Dairy Mart. I'm like, there's Dairy Mart.
Yeah, we're saying this stuff as you're still passing it.
It was a little weird, actually. But I kind of liked it. It was very John Malkovich-y.
Ooh, yeah. We should have him on the podcast sometime.
Just put him on the front of this episode. Let's have different celebrities.
Feet John Malcolm. Yeah, we just start at it. Feet Rip Torn. I think he's dead. This is episode 176 of Jump on the Bat-Wagon. Wouldn't you know it? I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel, also from the Jump on the Bat-Wagon YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's a new thing.
I'm here to
Check it
show my
out.
good buddy Brian the entire DC animated universe from start to finish with a screaming baby in the background for the very first time, not the first time at all, in the controversial airdate order, so he may view these shows the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s. Do you remember?
I'm Brian.
That's Brian.
And I'm Brian.
Brian's
I'm
mouth
Brian
hurts.
Pretty freshly out of dental surgery.
Yeah.
So Brian's talking a little bit
This
weird
guy's
today.
always got an excuse for everything.
Always got an excuse. Something is falling off of me. That's what happens when you're 200.
Yeah.
Still got two belly buttons.
We just put a video out where I'm formulating the ages of various characters that we haven't gotten to yet, and one of them is like a very ancient, like thousands of years old character, and Vitz had commented being like, "Oh, James, you're between the ages of these two characters, and Brian is older than that, than blah blah blah." and I responded, "And he always will be," in a little bowing head. He'll never catch up. Actually,
I am so looking forward to that fire
understanding
spinning.
all the references. Oh,
yes. That fire
Seeing
spinning
Vitz.
festival that's coming up because apparently Vitz and I are sharing a cabin, and there's going to be lots of chaos.
Lots of, you know. Do you remember what episode we're watching? Because we've talked about it twice now.
Yeah, it's oh god.
I can give you the title. You know, I don't need you to.
Oh no.
remember the title.
I feel like I can guess the title because it was something like once burned or something.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
got it. It's exactly
Is
right.
that what it is?
It's once burned. Oh my god! How did you do it?
What do I get?
My gratitude. It's
I
not
don't
worth
even
much.
believe that. Can you just send me a letter that says it's just my gratitude?
It'll be a Keen style, like stamped wax.
Oh, hell
seal.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, happy! It's a few days late.
Birthday.
Well, I mean, freaking Dylan's
Everyone's birthdays at
birthday.
some point. Yeah,
by
that's
the
true.
way.
And I forgot to say it to him, even though Keen reminded me to. Happy birthday, Dylan.
I didn't forget, so there. Belated happy pumpkin spice day to Keen.
Oh my god!
I mean, we
it
did
back?
talk about it already.
Is it back at Starbucks?
Apparently, yeah. And if anybody would know, Keen would. So I said it in text, but also congrats, my friend. I hope you are pumpkin spicing your brains out.
I hope you're spicing it up with the pumps.
Spice
Take
it
that
up.
out of context.
Spice it up with the pumps.
Spice up
Keen.
those pumps, man.
Oh my god,
Get them
Do you
going.
do you think Kyle's out there somewhere spicing up those pumps too?
I hope so, Kyle.
Me too, Kyle.
At the time of this recording, Once
6
Burned, Batman Beyond.
48.
6:48 is
PM.
streaming on HBO Max and available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Bringing it back. I can't wait till they
Change
cut
it to
HBO
Max
out again. It'd be like
They'll
7
just change
months.
it to only HBO next time. The Max will be gone. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
won't be your dog at all.
And then
what
eventually
do we
it'll just be like OMA.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be like
Oma.
HBAX.
Yeah, Omax and then
HBAX.
Bomax. Yeah.
Is what I meant to say.
Welcome to Bomax. We have Batman Beyond, and that's it. I'd subscribe probably still. If you'd like to follow along, you can head over to watchtowerdatabase.com/resources. Links in the show notes. This first aired Saturday, November 6th, 1999 at 9 a.m. on Kids WB. This is 2 weeks after our last episode, Bloodsport, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's one for this episode. This aired number 20 and produced number 20. That's the wrong button. What the fuck? There we go. Pretend champagne. I don't know. We don't have champagne. We're
I
not in the
have
same
green
place.
tea. Green
Oh my
iced
god.
tea.
I have green tea. We can totally green tea.
Run your plastic bottle into your webcam.
Run my plastic bottle into my jewels. Botto? Anyway, this was written by Stan Berkowitz.
Is that a Run the Jewels reference?
It was very
Fuck yeah.
poorly delivered.
Hey, I'm so
the
happy for it. I was also happy for Stan directing this episode. I'm going to be on the lookout
Writing.
for deeper
Writing. Yes.
writing, is what I said, Jamie.
Yeah. Okay.
You should just edit
Yeah, just fix it in post-production. Yeah. Directed by Butch Lukic. Music is by Lolita Ritmanis, your guy.
My guy.
And animation is Coco/Dong Yang. It's been that for every Batman Beyond episode. It still will be for a long time. Please buy us a coffee. Those of you listening, head over to the link in the description. Send us a Yoppie beverage. Support the show. We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode, and we'll plug your shit. And we'll also do push-ups. We haven't done those in so long. We're going to do them now. Be sure to take a look at our membership levels. We've got some pretty shway exclusives. You can submit episodes for us to revisit, which we have, I think, 3 of those now. So we can finally spin the wheel and actually pick something.
Or I want a collection. So
listener, we want more than that. Yeah,
please get on there. Become is it a Dylan? Is it a Dylan? Did you
That's
say
the Dylan
that?
Pollock level. Yeah,
you
can see it on there. It's sending us 2 beverages essentially, so that's not too bad. You can do that.
And I really want this. I really want to hear what people are like. Yeah. If we did you dirty on an episode before, like just get in there.
I really liked On Leather Wings, said no one, of course.
That I imagine
a running gag.
I imagine that's on there. I imagine it's on there.
I don't think it is currently.
No, really?
No.
Okay, so somebody has to join specifically to put On Leather Wings. Listener, that's you. You right there. The one with the money. Yes.
Yeah. You. Who is the one that the bevs come to us from today, which is Vitz. 3 Yoppie bevs. It wouldn't have been Vitz, but Vitz has been texting me every week reminding me that I should read his this week because it says, hey guys, I have something real to plug. Saturday, September 13th, 2025 for one night only. The Identity and Art of Clowning. We will have live performances from local talent and a full gallery showcase of my sad clown photography for sale, located at the Mountain Room in Seattle, Washington. This is a 21+ event. Doors are at 7 p.m. Also, Brian, can't wait to see you where the fire meets the ocean. Also, let's jump for joy for art and do some jumping jacks. Okay, I could do that. Yes. Seattle Clown Photography Event. Do.
Like, really, I have a very dear friend who's performing in that show, and of course, Fitz is showing art in that show. Like, I'm like sincerely like, okay, my life is chaos, but can I potentially get up there to see this? Because it would be freaking amazing.
You might see Brian.
I'm still trying to see if I can.
Buy us more coffee so Brian can make it.
Listener, like, really, if it's within your means to travel there, like, dear God, do it. It's gonna be a night not to miss.
Remember how you flew from Alabama to come to the live show? Do that again for Vitz.
So that's a whole thing. Let's do some
15 jumping jacks. Yeah. And this Harley Quinn pop figure that won't stand up worth shit is just going to fall over instantly. Oh, she already has, and I wasn't even looking. Great. 1, 2, oh God, 3, 4, everything's shaking. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, the whole room. Everything in every like action figure, every poster is going right now. Like, it's just all swinging and vibrating.
I was thinking,
just like me, baby.
As we were doing that, I was thinking, like, isn't this the weirdest thing we've ever been paid for?
To stand facing each other on a webcam doing jumping jacks? Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
But you can make it weirder by going to buy me a coffee.
Oh my God. Well, thank you, Vince. I look forward to seeing you in less than a week by the time you hear it. Exactly a week as of time of recording. Because we have early arrival because we're cool.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm Brian.
How about that?
I'm old. I've been here a bunch of times. I have connections. Okay, we watched Once Burned, the title you got so perfectly.
I almost got it wrong, but I got it right. I'm so proud.
Is it Burned Once? Ah, shit.
No, I was thinking of the second half of that, which is like twice.
3 times
it's
burning.
Like once bitten, twice shy. Is that the weird?
Oh, sure. Okay.
I don't know. Anyway,
here we go.
Let's go watch the thing.
Okay.
There's an old saying, once burned, twice shy. Is that what you're feeling now?
No, but you did burn me. Bad.
I don't suppose an apology would put everything back to the way it was before.
Melanie, things have changed.
How? Are you saying you're not attracted to me anymore?
No, I'm not saying that. Not at all.
That's my cue.
You can't do this, not by yourself.
I have to. But Terry, thanks for caring.
What are you doing here in the dark?
Watching the sunset.
That was an hour ago.
I know, but they're gonna do an instant replay.
Really?
Wayne,
It's me. I got a history test in the morning. Mind if I go over to Dana's to study for it?
things are quiet out there.
Yeah, very. And you?
Things are always quiet here. Take the night off.
Instant replay, yeah, right.
Twip.
Did you know there's 3 ways to plug in a USB?
Really? Is the third way you just jam it in there no matter which
No,
way
no,
it's
no,
facing?
no. So there's like picture this. Like there's the first way you plug it in. The second way is like if you turn it that over, it's like the inverse of the first way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And the third way is the correct way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was like, where is this going? Oh, it was a joke. It was a joke the whole time. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back, everyone, and Brian. I realized as much as we've been saying it's almost a month since the podcast came out, it's been like 3 months since we recorded a podcast.
Yes.
So I was realizing that during the episode, like, oh, this is like a foreign thing that we're doing. Like, well, how do we do this again? We've never known before, so we sure as hell won't know now.
I'm so surprised I remembered who Melanie was. AKA 10.
Terry thinks she is a 10 for sure. He's
You
like,
also think she's a
I'll
10.
screw my own girlfriend over, not my own girlfriend screwing. I'll screw the other. You get what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah? Okay.
Do you?
Brian, I'm not attracted to cartoon characters. I don't know what the fuck you think you know about me, but
Your house would say differently.
my house, it opens up a big Amityville horror. James is lying. He really likes cartoons. He totally fucked Batman. Okay, here's the song. Yeah. That's the wrong song. I don't know how to do this.
Sing-yop. If you're wondering, sing-yop.
Yop,
What
yop,
you
yop.
just watched, sing-yop. Take a listen to the synopsis. The short and summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Hey, Brian, I'm a goofy guy. Can you
Hey,
please
whoa,
tell me zip,
yeah.
zip, zap, zoopity pow, what happened here?
Whoa, he's scatting.
in
I can tell you.
Disappointed!
I wasn't disappointed.
No. I just pressed a button.
Yeah, you did. You want to press another button? Did you want to press it?
Okay.
Coming up next.
Guys.
That's the wrong button. That's a
Oh,
bad
but you
button.
pressed it.
That's later.
You
That's
pressed
later
it.
on.
You pressed it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So what happened?
Oh, I'm asking you.
Oh, fuck. Was I supposed to be paying attention to the episode?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know you were eating and thinking about your tooth the whole time, but you at least got some of it, I'm sure.
I was definitely chewing a little sideways.
Yeah.
There's a, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a spoiler here, listener. There's a poker game that goes on annually with of all like the biggest crooks, and it's called the
Derby.
Derby, which is the dumbest name for a poker game because it's not a
Yes.
derby. They're just playing poker.
They're not, there's no horses at all, man.
Also, the dealer is also playing.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
There's no rules. It's gangsters and stuff.
Gangster derby.
It is funny to me.
horses? Nope, it's people sitting at a table.
It's Friday again. Friday's in the lead. Beetle bomb, he says.
We're getting pretty close to doing Mr. Krabs.
Hey, it's a poker game here at the Krusty Krab. I did want to mention while I'm thinking about it, because I might not later, is that I think it's funny the way, like, you remember how Mask of the Phantasm opens with like, hey, it's us group of gangster guys. We're going over our money here at the table. And then Batman bursts in. It's like a very similar opening here, except it's like, we're the same people, but it's the future. So we're red and green and purple. And like, it's going to be future colors. Like there's no other way to like, hey, what's like future poker? No, it's poker. Okay, but like, is there like a future table? No, it's a table. Okay, but no, is there like future goons? No, it's Justin and Jared or whatever the fuck their names are.
Justin
and it's another Jason.
Jason.
Yeah. But anyway, I just thought it was funny the way they like future guys. Like they gotta wear future clothes. But anyway, what else are you supposed to do? I'm not making Batman Beyond. I'm just watching it 20 years later. It's
Well,
okay.
to fill you in, Jamie, here's what happens. So we got these people playing at the Derby.
The Derby.
And
the Derby! They're here!
under the floorboards.
Under the floorboards, yeah. At the poker table. Anyway, sorry.
Okay. So then 10, aka Melissa?
Melanie.
Melanie.
I can't believe I remembered Melanie. I forgot.
Yeah, my brain's just, yeah.
Mel.
Okay.
Melrose Place.
So Melrose Place, dressed as 10, busts in, is like, I'm going to steal this shit. And then Terry, who happens to be in a building adjacent to
he's
that
right
one,
there.
is like, wait a minute, there's gunshots over there. I'm going to take a peek. And then he bops up, and Melrose Place is just like, hey, this isn't what it looks like. Let me steal the shit. And he's like, I'm not going to let you steal the shit. And then they don't, and they still get shot at. And she's like, but I got to save my family at Melrose Place. And he's like, I'm Terry, but you're not supposed to know that. And she's like, what? And he's like, Batman. I said Batman. She's like, oh, okay. That didn't actually
I'm two
happen,
different
but
guys that you like. Don't worry. It's not me.
Our role play later is going to be fucking wild.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be Batman. I got a whole Batman costume under my bed. You're going to love it. It's crazy.
So-
He like opens up his like future closet with his handprint or whatever, and there's just a Batman costume. Oh, whoopsie.
Just like casually throws another bat suit in there. It's like, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, I'm in your house, by the way. I need to lay low until just after we pork." And he's like, "Okay." Fast forward, and
Drink.
There's some. That's a very good point, actually.
Clink.
So fast forwarding, and Terry is asking Batman, Bruce Man, and also
Himself. Terry is asking Batman what's happening.
I'm definitely mentally struggling a little bit, but it's okay. I got it because the listener has faith in me, right, listener?
Yes, of course.
You didn't say anything at all? I don't even know you.
Boy.
So he asks Bruce for help, and he's like, don't go after the dame. And then he asks Max for help, and Max is like, you better be telling your girlfriend that you're fucking another girl. And he's like, don't worry about it.
You'll cover for me, other girl. Don't worry about it.
And then we get a case of classic misdirection where Melanie?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Melrose Place.
Melrose
sorry,
Place,
her name.
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Melanie is like, hey, you got to help me, the Jokers. Let's go this way. By the way, here's a note for Terry. And if I don't make it out, give this to Terry. And then it turns out that they're not at the Joker's hideout, and she was just trying to get rid of Batman so she could actually go and steal the money, which she does.
Even though she did think that they were there. She either thought that her family was where the Joker's like lair is, or at least knew that they had thought that they had them captured still. They thought the Jokers had kidnapped. She thought the Jokers had kidnapped her family regardless.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
So she gets the money from the people, leaves Batman to fight off the Jokers. Bruce Man delivers the Bat Jet.
Mobile. Yeah.
What is it? That's not the.
It's the Batmobile.
The flying one is the Batmobile?
It is now. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a combo. Future combo.
Future combo.
Extra crispy.
Meanwhile, Melrose Place goes to the villains and is like, here's your money. And then turns out, the villains is actually her family. And they were just testing her allegiance. And she's like, fuck all that. And then Terry busts in and is just like, I'm here. By the way, I also called the gangsters whose money you stole. And there's a big fight, and Melrose Place runs away. Terry gets away when all the gangsters show up to fight the Royal Flush Gang. And then, Jamie, I got to wrap this up.
The police.
They're all running away, the Royal Flush and the gangsters, and they run into the cops. And Terry's like, I called the cops. And Melrose Place is on top of a building and just kind of like saunters away, being like, oh, I think I'm maybe not part of this family anymore, because they wanted her to choose between Batman / her
Wanted to make sure that you loved us by stealing money.
Yeah.
That's what the sign of a good relationship with your parents.
Yeah. So they set her up just to test her allegiance, and it was gross. And then the Royal Flush Gang gets arrested, and the gangsters get away?
I guess so. Who knows with that?
Yeah.
They just kind of go, wait, stop. The police are here. They can't see us if we don't move.
Yeah. And it's true. The end.
Well, then they go, Terry and Dana are at the club.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The end-ish. Terry and Dana go to the club, and Terry finds the note that he took out of the the
suit.
utility belt
Yeah.
and put into his own jacket.
Yeah.
And then
his like purse that he has with him.
and then he pulls it out at the club where they all fam, and and Dana,
Where the Royal Flush Gang certainly had fam. And
and Dana's like, hey, what's that note with your name on it? And he's like, it's nothing. And he throws it away.
Yeah, he had
without
it in a place.
reading it.
No, because he promised he wouldn't, Brian.
Oh, but
You
Terry
see?
could read it.
No, but he is Terry. But he like, I better take this out of my belt at some point off screen and put it in my purse. And then when he's rifling through his purse at the club, he's like, I forgot this was in my money clip. And Dana is like looking over his shoulder with a raised eyebrow, like, so you gonna tell me like girl's handwriting note with your name in your purse? And he's like, nope, throws it away. And they never talked about it the rest of their lives or something. That's what it leaves us on. Like, okay.
I hope we get an explanation of what was on the note, because I'm curious.
I don't know. I have no idea.
You do have an idea.
I do. Let me tell you the official synopsis for this episode.
Yes, please.
This is verbatim. Terry's emotion resolve is put to the test when 10 from the Royal Flush Gang reverts back to a life of crime. The situation is further complicated when she has to steal to save her family from kidnappers.
Wow.
True. I for some reason I remembered the twist of the setting up. Oh, they're not really captured or whatever. For some reason I remembered it being that King had somehow, he was still in charge of the ruse, but that he had actually like semi-kidnapped his own family or something like that. Like there was some kind of second layer to it, which I think would have been stupid because the way I'm describing it's like, what does that even mean or whatever? But I had remembered him showing up and her being like, what? And he's like, I kidnapped everyone actually. But instead it was just, we're just all here hanging out in the warehouse where we told you to go, that you were expecting to meet someone else, I guess, or something. And here we are. And you don't recognize your own dad's silhouette, even though the audience did immediately. Come on out here with my family. Dad. Yeah, we know.
Can you imagine if
it's a dad.
backlighting worked that way? Perfect black monotone silhouette, and then you could just
And a white
walk into
outline.
the light.
Yeah. And what? Yeah.
Man, I would just be constantly. I'd be just like, every moment of my day, I'd be like hanging out in dark alleys and just like appearing.
You probably could pull that off in the hallway at your house if you stood at like the very front of it with the light on and then just walked out of there into the living room. I don't know. Maybe the middle of it. Yeah. It's hard to say. The lights would have to be very bright.
Yeah.
Before we move on, we have a new review on Apple Podcasts.
Jamie, if you don't read that to me, I'm gonna hit something with this.
What is it?
Yeah.
It looks like a robot giving me the middle finger.
It does look like a robot making your little finger.
Please, if anyone listening to this, if you follow us, leave a subscribe wherever, leave us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice, you'll damn well hear it read on the show. This is from Keef Chief, who says, best reviews ever, 5 stars. Holy headphones, Batman. It's the Alfred of audio. Classy, clever, and always there when you need it. 5 stars, more like 5 batarangs flung with flawless precision. Thank you so much. We disagree, but we will thank you for this review. Flawless, classy, Batman? I don't know.
Hey, I mean, there's a lot of podcasts out there with less classy microphones and
that's so true.
and audio wherewithal. So I'll take that one.
Yeah, thank you. Clever, I'll take that. Yeah. And always there when you need it, not at all.
No, I'm so sorry. You must not be following along in real time.
Well, this was back in May that they left this. We actually have several new reviews, so I'm spreading them out over the next few episodes.
Oh.
You can keep this stint going, everybody, by leaving us a 5-star review. We'll read it on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this episode, I don't find it to be bad.
No.
I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I think it had a little bit of a weirdness with how often it went back and forth to the exact same thing happening. Like it was like, and here we are for like the third or fourth time where 10 is trying to break into the poker game and steal the money. Like that's their entire intention. The entire episode. See what I did there? Thank you.
Disappointed!
But
That's what I was going to say.
oh, disappointed. But I mean, like it didn't really bother me too much, but I just thought I felt that a couple times like, here we are again doing the same thing or whatever. But it was what she needed to do, and she kept not being able to do it. And then she finally, I did like that one afraid gangster the whole time just kept being every time like, why the fuck are we doing this again? Like, she's just gonna show up. She's here. And the only other things that I thought was like sort of awkward about the pacing of the episode was just random times where I'm getting my negativity out of the way early here, but
Okay.
we're 1 minute of hate, whatever, it's not happening this time. But there would be a shot held just a little bit too long occasionally, like the Batmobile flying into the distance would just hold like 1 or 2 extra seconds where I'd be like, okay, I know. And the one that really bugged me was there's like a hole blown in a wall of a building. The entire Royal Flush gang runs out one by one, and then the entire gang group runs out one by one, and it stays on that shot to give the entirety of everyone running out of that thing. And it's like, I could figure it out, but it was almost purposely built up that way for the comedy beat of that fucko just tripping and falling and being face planted for a good like 10 seconds, which was actually really funny.
I'm right there with you.
Wow, and then he just lies there the rest of the time.
That for me was one of those, this could be a 1.5 second clip, and like the fourth person out falls flat on his face in the mud, and then everybody else still runs by, and he's just there. Like, that is a good comedy beat.
It did save it a little, yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of good action in this, lots of good animation, a couple of weird shots that were a little bit like loose with proportions and things like that.
Like that one where Terry falls on his face between the Royal Flush gang, and he's like either 100 feet away or he's 3 feet tall.
I didn't notice that one. I just noticed the like faceless Ace robot a couple times was just like, somehow like too close to the camera and too far away at the same time, or his muscles in one shot would be like way bigger than they were in the last shot or something. I don't know, but it was so sparse that it was fine, and I really enjoyed a lot of this episode.
Dude, I feel like we're really having to nitpick any amount of like issues with this show, because we're just like, that thing.
With Batman Beyond especially,
like that's stuff that we wouldn't probably have acknowledged in like BTAS.
Yeah, no, and I thought that the whole time was like, we'll get to Keen effects, but like there were several Keen. That's the sound that'll happen later. Where there were several times where a Keen effect type thing was happening on screen, and I thought like, remember to talk about that. And yet I thought, this is something that is so Keen. Would it have happened in Batman the Animated Series, we would have been like, holy shit. Like this is amazing that they did the smoke like this or something, like by comparison.
Almost
versus
certainly.
Now it just feels such like a normal thing. Just many times where we take for granted like just how good everything is right now, like compared to what we've been watching. And I obviously this is just they're constantly learning, they're upgrading technology in general is getting better and all this kind of thing, and they're becoming better animators and writers and all this stuff, but it really is tough sometimes to find, like, as much as it's probably irony to saying that it really is tough sometimes to find bad things to say about this, because I'm sure that we're constantly saying bad things about this stuff, but
comparatively,
I'll tell you the cast.
Jamie, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you tell me the cast?
I sure can.
It's
God. Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis / Batman. See, it's the same person.
Way.
Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne. Olivia Dabo as 10 / Melanie. Lauren Tom as Dana Tan. We have Bernie Casey as Tyrus Block. That was the like huge as fuck gangster guy.
Oh, the one who's like,
jacket.
That's just saying I told you so.
Yeah. This is his only DCAU acting credit. He was the wide receiver for the 49ers and LA Rams in the 60s before beginning his acting career.
What?
Notably, I noticed he played Felix Leiter in Never Say Never Again, James Bond movie.
Oh, okay.
And he was also Mr. Ryan in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, who is their teacher. That's like, hey, assignment, you got to do a history or you flunk. And they're like, okay, with time travel. That's what they said.
That sounds like a great way to set up a movie. Thanks, Teach.
You got to go to time travel phone booth. I'm just saying, said Mr. Ryan. He definitely sounded like a football player and not an actor. Like I feel sort of bad for saying that, but the way his line deliveries were just kind of like, okay, like he just kind of got that guy or whatever. Like he didn't feel like an actor necessarily, but he's acted in a ton of stuff. Those are just the main two things I recognize. So
well, good for him.
Cool for him. Daphne Zuniga as Lula, which was the big rogue-haired red lady.
The big
shooting guns. Rogue-haired red lady. She's got rogue hair.
Why don't you just say the lady who couldn't aim for shit?
Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, Batman's in front of me. Here, I take out my gun. I shoot point blank at him, basically. And then as he's flying 4 feet above my head, I still can't shoot 20 bullets at him. Yeah.
And then when 10 is flying around the building, I
should shoot behind her.
Shooting just behind her. And then when the windows are gone, she still continues to shoot through the building, through the walls, through the
Justin
bar.
and Jason.
Yeah, and everybody hits the deck.
I like her character design, though. It's very unique and memorable.
Yeah.
Like, I remembered her of all of the poker people. Oh, right. We got George Lazenby as King, of course, best known as James Bond in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the same as King last time.
We've had conversations about this.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. We do have a new Queen actress. Queen was previously played by Amanda Donahue in Dead Man's Hand. This time it is Sarah Douglas, who is best known as General Zod's second in command Ursa in the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. She also previously played Mala in Absolute Power Superman episode, which was also replacing the original voice actor. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, why they always get her to come in.
Have you seen Spinal Tap?
Right. I haven't seen the second Spinal Tap.
I haven't either.
We have Cree Summer as Max, who you couldn't remember the name of, even though it's your dog. Ryan O'Donoghue as Matt McGinnis, who I think was called Twip by you and then by Terry shortly afterward. Really? They're doing an instant replay of the sunset? And you went Twip. And then the next scene, he went really instant replay. And then Terry goes Twip. And you're like, yeah! Like, you're really excited.
Me and Terry are on the same page. It's cool.
Yeah, with his brother at least. You're like, Shui is so stupid. Twip, I love Twip. Fuck that kid. I hate him.
Come on, Twip is great.
Twip is great. We have Greg Eagles as Joker. He's credited as Joker. I assume that is the one that comes out and is like, hang on, babe, it's okay. I'm just want to show you the constellations or whatever he says.
It could be him or it could be the one laying on the ground who looks like
yeah.
I thought he was in a prison cell and it's like, no, he's just
so too.
He's just face down in an empty room. Got some 5 o'clock stubble going on.
He's just some weird like video game character that you like walk in on. So press A to interact with this random Joker on the ground.
Just a random NPC.
I do like the delivery though when Batman's like, the Royal Flush Gang, like, where are they? I don't know. They don't hang out with us. And he's like, you kidnapped them. What? Like, so like, hey, fucking excuse me, I'm high as shit. I'm lying on the floor.
It's like that meme of the dude who's like, it's feeling pretty glonky or whatever.
Yeah. I can't remember what it is right now. While I'm thinking, okay, there's one more credit. Greg Eagles as Joker. He, I think, also voiced the Jamaican gangster guy in the poker game. And the only reason I say this is because his main 3 things, he voices Jax and Baraka in Mortal Kombat X. That's for Tip Tap or Cut.
Yeah, right.
Or 10, or however you say it. He was Aku Aku in the Crash Bandicoot games, which is that like floating mask thing. And he was Grim in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So there's no way that he's not the Jamaican guy in the card game.
That's a pretty
Which also
fair
now I got to go
assumption.
back and figure out which Joker he voiced, but yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And then the last credit is Miguel Sandoval as Benny, who I assume was another gangster. He was previously Doctor Number 2 in Unity, and Mendez in Ascension, who was the like, Mr. Powers, you are destroying our fish. I'm actually on your side. I'm a kooky bad guy. That was what he said. What it made me think of that I needed to blurt out before I forgot about it was I didn't realize this was finally the episode where we see Bruce Wayne's weird bowl of green soup and purple wine that he's and the why I say
not
finally
clock what he was eating.
The reason I say finally is because in the Discord server, anytime, so on our Buy Me a Coffee website, it gives you the option when you're setting it up of like put an emoji for what the beverage is, and I put like a little green tea cup, so it's a little cup with green liquid in it, and every time that someone donates to that in the Discord server, it pops up a little like so and so donated a Yoppie Bev, and it does the little green tea emoji, and at some point Ryan Hipp photoshopped in Bruce Wayne with his weird green soup into the Nightmare Before Christmas scene of Raggedy What's-Her-Face eating a bowl of green soup, like poison or whatever. There's so many layers to this, but as soon as Bruce Wayne answered the phone with his green soup, I'm like, it's the frame of him eating green soup. Oh my God. So, join the Discord server so you can understand what the fuck I'm talking about. It was exciting for me. But yeah, his weird purple wine.
I'm so happy for you and Ryan Hipp for his ability to make anything an inside joke.
Yeah, I do. I like the concept though of like Bruce and Terry talking on the phone. And he's like, "Hey, there's not much going on tonight. I'm just here eating pea soup and drinking grape juice. Like, don't worry about it." And then Batman's like, "All right, sick. I can fuck my second girlfriend and go help her with her parents or whatever."
Terry, I'm just over here having the best bachelor lifestyle.
Yeah, Alfred's gone, but I can make a mean green bowl of green.
I wonder what it was.
That bowl of green he used to make. Yeah,
evening green.
Yeah, he's just eating green. I have very small trips for this episode. 3 of them are goofs. When Terry gets off the phone with Dana and Melanie leans in to kiss him, her right arm moves through his body.
Hot.
I didn't notice that. I wasn't looking at her arm.
I didn't notice that either.
When Lula shoots at 10 after her second break-in, her gun changes shape and size between shots. Maybe that's why she can't aim. The gun keeps shifting.
She's got a nebulous gun.
What did you call it? Oh, it was the like Halo ODST
SMG
shotgun or something. Oh, the SMG. That's what it was. Yeah. Very similar to what
that
Justin and Jason had. The Joker that teases the Splicer, so the guy that's like with the torch, like, "Hey, Wolfman, haha, it's so funny that we have you captured in here."
Yeah.
Has the torch in his right hand in the close-ups, but in his left hand in the wide shots.
He could have switched.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, he could have. The last thing I have is a little note from Anime Fantastique. I can never fucking say that. Anime Fantastique magazine, the most American pronunciation of that, which was a Bruce Timm was talking about due to the fact that the team's production crew attempted to make the Jokers pathetic, not wanting to treat them too seriously. They, quote, had to pull all kinds of weird tricks to make this episode work, like to make them threatening or whatever. According to Bruce Timm, this included increasing the number of gang members and having them stage a modern-day version of a cockfight. Which I guess is what that Splicer werewolf guy is doing or something.
Okay.
They were fighting his cock in there all night until Batman showed up. That is like the most memorable bit of this episode to me is the fact that we see like where the Joker's hideout is or whatever, and how, because we've seen like 3, I think at this point, different like sects of the gang. Like, here's this group of guys, here's this group of guys.
Oh yeah.
And like they're all hanging out there, plus many others that we haven't seen before, and just have like it kind of feels, it's kind of one of those like, oh, I didn't want to see that. Like, I wanted the mystery of like, where are these guys like chilling? Where are the Jokers hanging out? Like, building. Whatever. Yeah, it's like a dam or something, like a sewage system, like plant. I don't fucking understand where this is, but it's kind of cool, I guess, to see that. And I also really like, I mean, it's a Keen thing, but it's the shot of Batman being like surrounded and the camera's orbiting around him. And it's much like the intro to the show where he's on the turntable with the action figures.
It sure
Same
is.
Fucking thing, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Wow. I have several, but did you have any Keen Effects things come to mind as you were watching? I'll take that as a no. Okay, my first one.
The physics of the flying card and the cards being destroyed and the people falling off them was like pretty fucking convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You believed that you will believe a card can fly.
Yeah. I believed.
The first main one that comes to mind is when they're chasing on the card and she like throws him essentially through a window and he pops out the other side. The timing of that was good. Like you believed that he could have flown through the building, but also the like kind of 3D, like hand drawn still, but 3D like buildings that are going by during those couple of shots and a few around it. There was also during that same chase.
That CGI or not?
No, it would have been. It looked like it was hand drawn to me. We
cool.
haven't had a CGI thing.
I know, which is great
for a bit. I don't want it ever. But there's in that same chase. There was also like painted backgrounds of buildings that they had either. I couldn't tell if they had done the thing where like when they take the picture for the frame, they're moving the background so that it has motion blur, or if that was like brushed on motion blur. But either way, there was like physical motion blur that they created. Like it wasn't just like an accident or whatever, because there were a couple moments in the episode where like I don't think there was supposed to be blur there, and there just was. But that wasn't one of them. That seemed very on purpose and added to the speed and stuff of the chase. I really liked the smoke in the beginning. Batman drops the pellets of, you said it's acid. Like he just kills all those guys. It was like a smoke grenade, smoke bomb. It does like cartoon gas or whatever coming out, but then when it cuts to the next shot, they're all like and flapping through it. Screen of a painting of smoke that's like slowly moving through them, and they have different depths with each character. That was pretty cool, pretty keen.
Yeah, shit,
I liked it.
Good eye. Good eye.
And g'day for our Australian listeners. I'm so sorry. There was also when Batman's in the Royal Flush Gang place at the end, and King's like, Jack, 10, get him. And he fucks up Jack real hard with a batarang in the face. And you're like, where's Ace, I wonder? Oh, he says Ace, not 10. Ace. I said 10. I meant Ace. But then there's the shot of like Ace's shadow going over Batman, and he turns around and all of his like gray highlights are gone. Like Ace is covering all of the light that could be hitting Batman. That was very keen to me.
Dude, you catch these things so well.
I'm so
what
sorry.
the hell?
I just want to make you look bad.
Oh, thank you.
Is it working? It's working. Sure. Yeah, there's no CGI, CGNA, but we do have Jordan Blument's musical minute.
Ooh.
Hey, music.
Music. This is Once Burned from Jordan Newman.
Now over to the musical minute featuring the sound of me sauteing some bell peppers in the background. Once Burned, it's cool. It's got the fight scenes with the cool. We love those fight scenes. I should have thought through what I was going to say about this before I hit record. But that's what happens when you try to record a call-in message for a podcast while you're cooking dinner. The piano / synth music when they're talking in Terry's bedroom is very nice. Very atypical. I like when there's a change of tone, when they do something like softer or whatever instead of the hard rock grooves. That's fun. And teen romance vibes and whatever. Cool fight scenes. Never apologize for loving your fandom and try to stay optimistic.
It's okay. Peppers get us all. I think that it didn't stick out to me as much as the last Royal Flush Gang episode did. We had like some very cheesy music in that with the Terry and Melrose Place. I swear someone was in Melrose Place. Oh yeah, I didn't say this at all. The Lula actress, the red
Delulu
costumed lady,
Delulu.
She was a main character on Melrose Place. Joe Reynolds.
Oh shit!
So there's the tie-in. She was also Princess Vespa in Spaceballs.
Just
the voice of that woman.
I just watched that like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Nice, good.
It's so good.
And you just watched this.
It's
just
so
now.
good. Oh my god!
Wow. But yeah, the last episode had this like very soap opera-y, the Royal Flush Gang one, just like wailing guitars, like, oh my God, they're in love and whatever. And there was some of that in this, but it didn't stand out as much in like a good way. Like I don't need
Why
it to be
didn't
as
he
like
read the
corny or
note?
whatever. Because he promised he wouldn't, Brian.
The Batman promised he wouldn't. It was specifically for Terry.
Yeah. And he said, but then promise me you won't read it. And he says, I promise. He's like, he doesn't change people when he's not wearing his costume. Jordan, I wanted to mention, like I was saying at the top of the podcast, we were Jessica's 2 years behind. Mm-hmm. My wife is 2 years behind on the podcast. And in that, the episode we listened to, you were doing a Jack Ryder report still, of course, and it made me kind of miss those. I think if you wanted to toss in a Jack Ryder report at all ever again, do so. Follow your heart. You don't have to, but if you want to, we won't stop you. I kind of want to know what he's thinking in the future. You know, maybe he's the future AI news reporter guy because you voiced that on Watchtower Database Shorts, so it's right there. It's waiting for you. You know. You are Richard Cheese on the inside. Where's Clayface in this episode? Is he the big guy in the white jacket?
He's the mud. He's the mud that the doofy gangster falls into at the end.
He just got Clayface was hiding out in an alleyway, and a guy fell into him face first.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it. I'm sleeping here.
Yeah, it was that.
He was the one Joker in that room. That's why he was so confused. What? What are you talking about? I'm Clayface. Batman's usefulness.
What did Batman do? Did he get a 10 or only a 2? I really gotta know. Tell me now. What is Batman's usefulness? Now.
Canonically, Batman got a 10 in this episode. Got with. He got tricked multiple times, but then he was real smart at the end and fucked up everybody and did the thing he needed to do. I'll give him a 7.232.
Okay.
All the cards explode now out of 10. She had the one exploding card, and then I kind of like that as a comedy beat too of how would that card come from and it explodes, but then at the end she's just I've laced all the cards this time. I'm not going to take any chances. They're all my cards now.
I'm gonna go a little bit lower, Jamie. I'm gonna give him 6 10s.
Oh my God! Out of Melrose Place.
Melrose Place. Six
Melrose
evenings
out of
with
place.
10. 6 accidental run-ins with a girl in your bedroom who's not your girlfriend out of 10.
Yeah.
6.
So
you'd wish that they'd have polyamory in future Gotham
in 2039 by now. Yeah. That is something that. So the first Royal Flush Gang episode, I think I remember saying I thought I remembered hating Terry a lot more for cheating on Dana in this episode because I had forgotten how in that episode he gets into a fight with Dana at the beginning and then they're like, we're on a break. And then he fucks Melanie and then it's fine. Sort of. They're on a break. Whatever. Politics, semantics. And then in this one, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, my current girlfriend. I'm going to blow you off to blow this girl instead.
Hell yeah.
And then they're kissing in the windowsill and all this stuff. And then, Max is like, oh, you should probably tell Dana about this or, stop or whatever. Yeah, I can never decide how this makes me feel because you're supposed to side with the hero Batman, but at the same time, Batman has never been a very put together fella. So in this case, a teenage version of him is going to make mistakes too. He doesn't really have any consequence from it. They just continue dating. He's fine. So I don't know how you feel about that. If you have thoughts on that, but
I don't have too much in the way of thoughts.
Ever.
No, I think it's I don't know. It's a young enough romance and things are chaotic enough that I think they're just figuring things out.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that he would be honest about his actions, but
he isn't. He's like, I don't know what that note is. Don't worry about it.
I literally don't know what's on that note. Goodbye.
I did kind of in that shot where he throws it, the final shot of the episode, the close up of the trash can as it lands in there and fade to black. there's like another piece of paper in there with writing on it, and it just makes it just. I like the idea that Melanie has like 600 relationships going on and gave them all little notes. All like, I don't know, man, and threw it in the garbage can. It's just a giant pile that his happens to be on the top of.
The next people that come through, same deal.
Yeah, happened to go through the episode without tipping him off to the 599 other guys.
Yeah.
Remember me? No, shit, I'm in the wrong house. This was supposed to be week 2. Yeah. Dylan Pollock, thoughts of the week.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Jamie, it's trash night.
It sure is trash night. And
it's time for the thoughts of from Dylan Pollock on Once Burned or All In on a Bluff. 10 is back and Terry needs to see if he can Texas Hold'em, but he also wants to know if she still thinks he's a 5-card stud. Also, Terry's hitting on a 10 while Dana is on the phone just about to bust him. Also, none of this is fair to Dana, and Terry has to decide whether to hit on 10 or stand with Dana. Also, things get pretty wild when they bust into a full house of jokers. And by the time Terry finally gets the story straight, 10 has already chosen to be a pair with him over any royal flush, and the rest of the family is left with jack shit. Now it's time for the question of the week. Dave's favorite part. What's the most you ever gamble? Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Oh, Dylan, that was perfect. Thank you. And also, God damn it, why would you do that?
It took you so long to come up with this, I'm sure. I don't think I've ever gambled a significant amount of money. I've had plenty of times where I've like, oh man, I put in $20, I got up to like 200, and then I just kept going and lost all of it. And then at that point, I only lost $20. But it's still stupid.
You lost the potential of 200, though.
Oh, potential of 180 or whatever. Yeah.
Wow. I've only been to Vegas once. I would love to change that because I like the desert. Oh no, I went through. I peed in a vacant lot in Vegas in 2018.
I peed in Vegas,
but I didn't do the Vegas thing.
Separate from anything else.
I was traveling. I was on my desert trip, and
okay.
I needed gas, and I was going through Vegas, and so I pulled into Las Vegas proper, but not like onto the strip or anything, and the gas station I pulled into didn't have a bathroom, and I was about to have a real big problem. And I drove like 100 yards, found a vacant lot in full view of the highway, and
excuse me, small boy, where can I be here in Las Vegas? I'm fucking anywhere, man. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, it was a whole thing. That being said, the first time I went to Vegas, I did do like the Vegas thing. Also decided I was only going to spend $20 on gambling, and so just over the week that I was there, I would only play the slot machines nearby where we would meet. The second to last day or something, I was up to $60, and I was just like, fuck it. Okay, cool. They say the casino always wins. Let's prove them wrong. So now I've decided that if I never gamble in Vegas again, I can prove that theory wrong.
You always came out on top.
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas twice, and I don't know if I've ever gambled either time. Like, as once was for a convention, a supernatural convention, where I also saw Piff the Magic Dragon. And yes, you look him up. The second time was, I can't even remember. Why was I there again? I don't know.
Piff the Magic
but
Dragon.
I don't remember. Not gambled too much. Sorry, Dylan. Very boring answer. What's this episode?
Books or hip hop?
Hip hop.
Books.
Oh, wow.
Top 10. Are we putting this on the top 10 for Batman Beyond?
No.
Is it better than Bloodsport? I don't think so. Better than Disappearing Ink for you?
No.
Not bad episode. Good episode.
Yeah.
Not better than these ones. Simple as that, man.
Again, it's a fine episode, and that's as bad as Batman Beyond apparently gets.
Yeah, fine so far. It's funny. I'll say it early, I guess I should say it before the mail, but we had Reed Smith on Spotify had asked us, is it fair to say Batman Beyond has been your guys' favorite DCAU show, or is it too soon to say? I think by far so far, absolutely.
Yes.
It's the most consistently good and just a lot of cool stuff. I was thinking when we were for some reason it made me think of this when there's a shot of Batman and 10 sitting on a roof overlooking the Joker's place, and Batman's ears are particularly long in that. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, it made me think of just like this show is just so different from all the Batman and Superman stuff we've watched so far that it's like almost like unfair to compare it with it. Like the like set in present day shows are just so different. I don't know.
Well, I will say actually no. I'm gonna buy myself. I'll just say because like
I won't say
you don't have like I feel like with the ups and downs of like BTAS and like and Superman for that matter. Like I was gonna say that you don't have as good episodes, but also you do with Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
It's just the contrast isn't quite as large, so it doesn't seem as grandiose.
Yeah, when the Batman episodes were like damn good, it was like, holy shit, this is fantastic. But then they would just be right butted up against some like awful shit. And I think like it's weird to me because, you know, we've talked about this many times, but the whole like rose tinted glasses aspect of BTAS where me watching back through it with you for this podcast is like, oh, there's, you know, it's not as good as I remembered it being kind of a thing most of the time. But the fact that, you know, the people making the show were also constantly telling us like, yeah, like a lot of the time we had no idea what we were doing. And like, I look back at those and cringe all the time. And, you know, all this stuff, people talk about how much, you know, nothing can live up to Batman the Animated Series, but then like, how recently have they watched it? You know, this kind of thing. There's a Batman Beyond video we did a few months ago that people are commenting on lately being like, oh man, Batman Beyond sucked. I hate how they made Bruce Wayne into a loner, and I hate how like everything's so dark and gross in the future and everything sucks. It's like so depressing and da-da-da-da. And I just hate what they did. And this isn't my Batman. This sucks, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, I can understand what you're saying and why, but also that's just not right. I don't know. Your opinion is wrong. It's very strange to me to see sort of a like random spike of like Batman Beyond hate. And a couple of them, the reason why I say is a couple of them have specifically said like Batman the Animated Series was so much better and so much more consistently good and all this stuff. And be like, okay, that's just factually incorrect. Like, I don't know.
Wow, I'm surprised by that. But also like that.
I mean, plenty of love still for the show, obviously, but it's just weird to see these comments.
I feel like there's a great irony in the like, oh, it's just so gross that they made it all like dark and gritty. Like BTAS was literally like started Batman? Painting on black paper.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's dark?
Also, Batman Mask of the Phantasm is the best movie ever, and that's a happy ass movie that makes you feel real good. You know,
I do like Phantasm though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just the irony of saying that about this show. I think that like of the complaints that I hear from people about Bruce Wayne, like, oh, he should have found happiness, he should have gotten married and had kids and this thing and that thing. It's like, like I can see why that could have been a good, you know, ending for him or whatever. But him being just this like depressed loner man that stuck up in his house and he had a heart attack and stopped being Batman and all this stuff, like, I don't know. That's just fucking interesting as hell to me. And I want to see, I like his sort of redemption of getting to mentor another Batman and stuff like that. Like he's still continuing to do his Batman job even when he can't. So,
well, I think there's also this, and I've been thinking about this a lot in media and people having opinions about like the ends of things or how characters get treated or whatever. And
is this because you're still watching Parks and Rec and haven't finished yet?
You
hate the final season.
The last disc of the final season is getting better.
Okay.
Yeah. There has been some redemption things, but like season 6.
I get you.
So most season 6 is really bad. Anyway, people always want the happy ending. And I love like French media is very, well, I'd say fairly famous for doing a more realistic end to things. Like a happy ending isn't always like, it's not a guarantee. And I think it's also because like, it's not a guarantee in life. You know, there's like so many people like even from my present or my past who like, you know, especially like in America where it's just like, oh, your dreams, whatever, you could do whatever you want. And these people try to do what they want and they crash and burn, present company notwithstanding.
Oh, thank you.
And I mean, Jamie, you're like 1 in a million, man. And, you know, most people.
I thought you were making a virality dig at me.
No.
Not yet. That's for later.
Yeah. No, but like most people don't get to do what they want to do. Most people don't get happy endings. And a lot of people do die, you know, in a sad way or without much reason or, you know, alone and whatever. And it's like, I don't know. It's nice to have that, like, oh, and everybody lived happily ever after at the end. I think it's ballsier and more honest of storytellers overall to be like, yeah, well, this guy, he never had a happy ending. He never got a girl. This thing never worked out the way he wanted it to, and he had heart problems, and then he died at the end. Like,
well, but I mean, I think that Batman, I think people gloss over the fact that, you know, Bruce Wayne didn't necessarily, I mean, I can't talk too much about it because we've got plenty of show left, but Bruce Wayne didn't have necessarily a happy ending to his career as Batman and had this dark period of like 20 years or whatever where he's just holed up in his house.
Yeah.
But even though he's still sort of a depressing individual, he's getting the chance to like live out his like, I will protect the city. I will, you know, protect
which
the
isn't,
citizens.
it's not a particularly unhappy air quotes ending to Bruce Wayne's existence.
It's like, you know, maybe your version of the best possible ending is he married Catwoman and had 12 children, and here he is always, you know, sitting in a chair with his pipe and his 15 grandchildren running around, and you know, this like, no, like that doesn't feel right. Why would Batman do that? You know? And I think I had this thought earlier this week of like, I think it's a symptom of me growing up with these specific shows is that I never questioned, do I agree with this is the trajectory of Batman's life or whatever as presented to us in this continuity? Like, I think I just accepted like, oh, so that's what happened to him. Interesting. Like, because I'm a child and I'm like, I'm being told this is what happened to Batman. I'm not going to sit there going like, actually, my Batman wouldn't do that because literally my Batman is this Batman and he is currently doing this. So it's not like I'm being told this is what happened. Like, but when I'm old and can have
what if your Batman is this Batman?
Oh my God, he has an axe for a tit. Or the other way around, whatever. Yeah, absolute Batman comic he showed me. But yeah, just like, I don't know, now that I can have opinions about it, I still don't see it as like a weird, wrong thing to happen to him. Like, it's dark and interesting, and there's more to it that we haven't seen yet, and all this stuff, and the end. Let's do mail, because I've got quite a few mails, okay? Here's the song.
No.
That yacht.
2 mails.
No?
At one small
2 mails?
yacht, put it over.
We drop
What we drop?
our weekly yachts
Oh yeah, those.
into the comment box.
First,
There sure was a lot.
now Jamie's mad.
Too bad we're wrong.
At least I am.
Just Dylan Pollock.
You have to do it inward.
Nice. Inward singing.
If you want to reach out to us, like the Fire Hand of the End of World's Finest Part 3, you can send a short-ass email for your ass, or a 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com, or leave a comment on today's episode on YouTube or Spotify, but please don't spoil anything past this episode for Brian.
Yeah.
I'm going to read a couple quick ones from the Weird Al car ride because there were some funny responses to that. One is from Ashley Tetchin. This is automatically the best episode of the podcast due to the Weird Al thumbnail. 10 out of 10, no notes. My only complaint, not enough Weird Al. This is from Charles Motosierra, who says, James and Brian talk about fun random BS and not a DCAU episode. That's just a regular jump on the Bat-Wagon. Glad to have Joe and Jose along. And also, you've been doing a podcast called Jump on the Bat-Wagon, and only now have you recorded inside anything resembling a wagon, almost like you've come closer to some sort of Yoppie dudes.
Ooh.
Very good point. We won't do it again.
I
I'm
did
sure, 'cause it was a
record.
bad experience.
I did record mail once in the vehicle. I remember that.
Oh yeah. That's true. It was like a shitty phone sound, like phone speaker sound or something. You looked offended. Shitty. Excuse me.
No, I'm
my
I'm
phone
right there.
is my car. Banana Man says, okay.
Okay.
These are comments and emails from Bloodsport or The Lost Episode. Batman Beyond. We called it that because we lost the episode.
Yep.
It's from Carmen Melee, who I think is a new one. Jump on the Bat-Wagon for our suffering and your entertainment. And it's a time code of when I start doing the like, I'm so sorry, everything got lost. Or whatever. The Phantasm says, another triv I don't think you guys brought up is there was already a Batman villain named Stalker in the comics who was introduced in Detective Comics number 401, July 1970, named Carlton Yeager, a big game hunter who came to Gotham to hunt Batman. This is something that I didn't know, and I'm a fake fan, but that was a thing. I looked him up. There was a stalker villain.
Holy shit.
I guess it never came up with any time that we've, like, when we talked to Rich Fogel, like, were you thinking about Kraven the Hunter? He's like, no, I just came up with a new guy, even though I guess he didn't technically. This is from Eric LeBeau. Once burned, or the note to Terry just says, don't forget to pick up milk.
First and foremost, I really wish we had this moment.
She meant it. I could tell.
To be young again. Let me tell you about a woman named Selena Kyle.
Oh god, he's finally gone senile.
The double twist of Melanie pulling a fast one on Terry only for her family to pull a fast one on her is a really clever twist. Genuine question, if you were in Max's position, what would you do? Because personally, I would tell Dana. Or I would tell Terry, either you're gonna tell her or I'm gonna tell her. Also, that bit about the instant replay was really good. I ought to try that on Croc.
Wrong!
Speak of the devil. Well, if you'll excuse me, me and Croc have to go play some illegal card games. Don't worry, it's just Magic the Gathering with some homemade custom commanders.
Wrong!
Look, if patreon.com/DC Watchtower keeps beating you, it's your own fault.
Rock!
Until next time, keep calming up on.
It's just getting so zany at this point. I can't even follow it anymore.
Better not use those banned cards.
This is from Jim Thimble.
Thim Jimble.
The real product Yoppie. Now, this was a semi-negative email, but I thought it was funny and I wanted to read it to you. Hello, folks. I discovered your podcast in a way not most people would. I'd been looking for an organic menstrual care product, and I came across one called Yoppie. Do you remember discovering this like 400 episodes ago?
No,
that
I
Yoppie
don't,
was a menstrual care
continue.
product? I decided this looks like a good product. Better check out some reviews first. Then I found this podcast. Yoppie seemed to be a big part of it. I decided to give it a listen. Imagine my shock when I found out this podcast was not about what I thought it was. It was about some animated cartoon shows. I thought, wow, what a false advertising that is. But then I listened a bit longer and discovered that there is something in these shows also called Yoppie. I mean, fucking barely. Not what I was looking for, but I enjoyed it a little bit. I just thought I'd let you guys know about my controversial, uncommon discovery of your podcast. I wish you guys future success in your podcasting days, but you may want to disclaim that your Yoppie is not the menstrual product. I will put that, that'll be the subtitle for this episode. It'll just be not the menstrual product. And you will know for sure for the rest of time. Hope that's helpful. This is from Zaid Wilson, who I think is also a new one.
Oh my God.
There's so many fucking new ones. The Bat-Wagon. Hello, I've been listening to the podcast for about a month and a half. I'm really enjoying it, and it's a good excuse to watch through a lot of the DCAU for the first time.
Oh, I'm glad you're doing that.
Like Brian. Right now, I'm currently on the Off Balance episode of Batman the Animated Series. That's the Batman Goes East episode. Episode 44 of the podcast.
The foundation for so many of our jokes about direction in this podcast.
And one thing I loved about this episode is hearing David Warner for the first time as Ra's al Ghul. Hope you read this. We did. I'll find out in a year or so when I finally catch up. Live long and stay Yoppie. By the way, on the topic of Gravity Falls, the inspiration for the Mystery Shack, the Oregon Vortex, is only about half an hour from where I live. I'm planning on visiting it before summer ends. I think it's someplace you'd enjoy. Yeah, so then you're right here in Big Bus or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, the heart of Big Bus.
Holy shit. Yeah, that's actually something that's on my list. It's quite a bit further south, but...
yeah, it's not right there, but it's in Oregon. This is from Legacy. Milkman, once burned.
My opponent this Friday calls himself the King. Yet, once the Milkman is done with him, the only domain he'll be ruling is the empty poker table in his cell. Don't think I forgot about how your last match ended, King. How you betrayed your own daughter to try to get a win. And where did that land you? Dropped and forgotten like Terry's relationship with Melanie. Now you've got nobody left in your corner, and unlike you, I don't need 10. I only need 1, 2, 3.
Oh. I like your probably unintentional, but kind of John Wayne delivery. Yeah, come on over here, partner, pilgrim, whatever he says.
You think that was John Wayne?
I don't know. I did a horrible impression of it just now, so it's not helpful. But
that's true.
It's there somewhere. This is from Corey Regosa, who says, life got busy, but now I am back. However, I have a bone to pick with you, James.
Hello, James and Brian. And Kyle. James, how dare you? The last time I sent a voice message, you thanked Microsoft Sam, the computer's default voice, for the message, and not me. Corey Regosa, a human clearly saying this. I do not sound anything like Microsoft Sam the computer's default voice. He can't even pronounce swore. Anytime you try to get him to say swore, he says swore instead of swore. Joking aside, I am glad to be caught up and in the Batman Beyond era. Keep up the great work and remember to Tommy down the wine bog.
Classic. all the gags this week. You've been missing the podcast. We're saying every inside joke today.
That brings me right back.
This is from Kyle.
Brian, Man, and Jobin. I like Once Burned because similar to Disappearing Ink and the other appearances with Blight, we're establishing characters that are purely connected to Terry's version of Batman, and his relationship with Ten continues to evolve similar to the way that Bruce's did with Selina Kyle. And I like Terry being a teenager, being pulled between his duty as Batman as well as obviously the allure he has with Melanie. And again, the way that they draw her, it's so funny that it's just straight pinups. And not to mention that this helps establish just how awful the Walkers are as a family. The way that they manipulated Melanie into believing they were truly in danger.
Yeah.
I think this show's covering a lot of serious subjects and showing why it's one of the best DC shows.
Yeah, man. Agreed.
You know what, Jamie? I don't know. You probably saw it. Check it out.
Oh my God, he's wearing a Film Realists t-shirt. I actually didn't notice that.
Oh, shoot.
I've got mine within 2-3 arms reach.
Attaboy.
Not right next to me, but I can put it on whenever I want to.
That's a really good point. Damn it, Kyle.
Yeah.
Good job.
You know, I wish that Terry McGinnis would just get like 16 grandchildren or something instead. That would make me happier. It's better. This is from Lanola Cola. Tug on the super cape. Thrice degree burns.
Ooh.
Glad all went well in the big bus. Now we can discuss Once Burned, aka thank goodness this isn't Firefly Beyond / of the future. Oh, Royal Flush family drama. Melanie's maligned octopus hair. And Dana getting the shaft. How I missed it. Seriously, this episode did feel like a retread of Dead Man's Hand, but without the jazzercise walk cycle. I guess the only things I liked of that episode was Melanie finally breaking off from her family, Lula's character design, yes, agreed, and Greg Eagles, voice of Aku Aku and Grim from Billy and Mandy, was it. I'll get back to y'all faster than Melanie's second heist attempt till we out again. That was very fast. This is from Scott Cove, which I think is another new one.
Get out of
Hello,
here.
Brian Parasite James.
Hello.
Finished TNBA and has threatened here with another email. I guess you're not new. I'm sorry for the applause. I take it back. I really love the clarity this show / season forced on you two. I feel like James is a bit of a macro thinker plugging away at narratives, while Brian has a more micro perspective looking at how episodes function thematically. I'm personally in the Brian camp more so.
Can you put that somewhere in like the write-up about this podcast? Because that's a better way than I could phrase it for sure.
That people like you better. I could compliment you all more, but I want to talk about the show, which is incredibly dear to me. I'm about the same age as James and too young to have enjoyed BTAS as it was first showing, so this is my first week-to-week appointment with the Caped Crusader. Whereas there is a ton of the original show I never saw until Blu-ray. For a funny instance, His Silicon Soul was rerun dozens of times, but I'd never seen the original Hardak episodes. I had watched TNBA live, with most episodes watched dozens of times. Even Animal Act has a fair amount of love for me due to seeing it regularly. I'm pretty sure I had it copied onto VHS.
Nice.
I hope to catch up with you before you get to spoilers as well. Oh, I see. Not sure how secret we're supposed to keep names of the show, so I'm using a pseudonym or whatever. I didn't say that either. I'd argue it's the show that best encapsulates the era best. Thanks again, Scott K. P.S. The wife and I just got up to Apocalypse.
Now.
And I have to scroll a bunch.
Oh.
Now, there's literal spaces, a bunch of line breaks in our S-Test watch, and basically agree with Brian. The show has gotten really good in the lead up to it. Even Steel has its charms, but that episode really had no clue what to actually do with Darkseid and had an even worse sense of how to wrap things up. So you hated Apocalypse now too, man.
Apocalypse.
Then, this is from last email before Mark Aquino is Stephen Moretempis. I finally decided to jump on the Bat-Wagon.
Yay! Hey!
Hello, James and Brian.
Hey.
3 years ago, I discovered your podcast when you had only uploaded 11 episodes to YouTube.
Wow.
I gave your first 2 episodes a listen during my overnight shift and realized that in no time at all I would be caught up with your remaining 9 episodes. I've always hated waiting for anything, so I decided to not jump on the Bat-Wagon until you had around over 150 episodes. All last week, I finally started listening again from the beginning, and I just finished episode 30, Tiger Tiger, or Twiger Twiger. It's pronounced Twiger the second time. During this binge listening, I now regret not tuning in week to week and following the madness. I could have sent you mail sooner and interacted with the comments more. Well, if Batman episode 6 has taught us anything, it's never too late. One final thing, you kept referring to Feet of Clay Part 1 as Dream of Beans, and it made me sad because I Dream of Beanie was right there. So enjoy this rendering of Clayface in the style of the animated opening of I Dream of Genie. It says I Dream of Beanie, and I can barely show it to you, but
that is perfect.
It's Clayface in the Genie outfit.
You're gonna send me that, right?
Yeah, I will.
Oh,
yes.
Fuck yeah.
I look forward to hearing your reaction to this in 4 to 5 weeks' time, and when I should be all caught up to where you are now. Sincerely, Poor Bitten Planet. Fantastic.
Poor Bitten
And last
Planet.
verse, we have Mark Aquino. Once burned or kissing your kinda sorta side piece while your girl is on the phone. Tisk tisk Terry. And now a haiku. Ten's back robbing folks. That is 5. Terry might still have feelings. Go twip yourself, Matt. Outside of the Terry Melanie fling, there's not much to say about this one. It's pretty decent. The action's good. And I noticed one of the voice performers in this one is the actress that played Princess Vespa in Spaceballs. So that's cool, which I almost forgot to say. Boss Biggest Bear Hugs, the #1 podcast host in this year multiverse of ours, Jerry Lewis and Burma. Praise for our Lord and Savior Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules. Likewise to all his loyal disciples. Scar Louie, background. I'm just going to do the whole thing. That would wreck my throat. Yeah, Kyle. Man. And of course, all the awesome sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. Y'all are the best. Don't you ever forget whatever I just said. Congrats on getting 200,000 subscribers, James. What say we celebrate this milestone? Bizarro Mark, blow into kazoo. For he a Yoppie good fellow, for he a Yoppie good fellow, for he a Yoppie good fellow, which nobody can deny. Till next week.
Only am I Embry.
Oh my God, we did it. That was the mail. I wanted to give more people than normal a chance because we've been off for like a month or so, and it felt right. But
it did
thank
feel
you,
right.
everyone, for writing in. We still only have 2 Superman episodes left. They're still not going to come up for a little while. Next episode is Batman Beyond again. It's called Hooked Up.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There's no way it's a part 2 to this.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay. I was hoping.
Yeah. They hook up again in his teenage bedroom.
Is it a new villain?
No. It's one you didn't particularly like. If you're trying to, you could use your cheat sheet if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's
I think
do that.
I updated it.
Let's do that. Did you update it though?
I think so.
Brian's cheating on his girlfriend with a supervillain sheet.
I'm going to tell her you said this.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Why are you doing that so good?
Oh.
Okay, who's gonna be Hook?
Just take my clue. You're a villain you didn't enjoy from BB.
That had mixed feelings about Curare.
Okay, I don't think you did. Maybe you sat with it.
Feel
for
like
a while.
I have. Fuck, man, I didn't like him. What way?
You put the episode. You argued for the episode to be on the bottom 10, I think, and it was like a very not good episode to you of Batman Beyond.
I don't think I remember it.
It's a guy that rides like a big bee.
It's a
hornet.
There's a bee
in your salad.
Are we talking Shriek? No, not Shriek. Spellbinder.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's back, baby.
Oh no.
Yeah. What's he doing? What's Spellbinder doing this time? What is hooked up referring to?
Getting caught up in a situation where he can't do the thing he wants to.
He's in a thruple this time. I don't think you're good. No, your guess is wrong, is bad.
Okay, that's fine.
Try again.
No.
Okay.
Why don't you try?
I will.
I'll
I can tell you exactly what happened.
I'll tell you if you're right or not.
Oh, okay. So here's the plot of the episode.
Is Zoom giving me like darker pupils? Do you see this?
I don't know. You just have demon eyes. Go to the Supernatural Convention. Why don't you?
I've got.
That's the show, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you to everyone listened in the description for their musical themes, helping making this podcast as yappy as it can be. Go check out their stuff.
Jamie, I have Dana eyes. It's a line and then a dark circle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me.
What are you trying to say?
Flip my hair and
Racist
dance
bitch.
with you at the club.
Look at my hair as when I turn this way, my hair flips to what it looks like from the other direction.
Yeah.
I only have one way to face with my hair.
Yeah.
Cartoon characters, man. What are you going to do?
Not much.
Look at them with your eyes, because that's what we do here on this here podcast. Okay. Are you glad you waited 3 weeks for this? Have a good day, everybody.
And before you go, here's another reminder for you to check the
Go to Seattle.
description. Go to Seattle, get the information, go see Vitz's show. Because Vitz is also just an incredible photographer. I think we've pitched his website on here before.
Mm-hmm.
Vitzphotography.com or something like that.
I think so. There's also a link in the show notes here for telling us roundabout where you live so that we can decide for our next live show, whenever that happens, what kind of place we want to go to. We want to know the abundance of yappy dudes, the most abundant, yappiest place that we can go to.
Yes.
Even if you don't think anyone else is around you, sometimes they are. Sometimes they live by the vortex or whatever, and we don't even know.
Looking at you, Texas.
Yeah, man.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. With Summer Sanders. Nickelodeon. All right. See you next week for Hooked Up.
Hooked Up.
Hooked Up.
Hooked Up.
To Hooked on Phonics.
Hooked on Phonics.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I love you more than Jamie does.
I know.
Two, please.
46 credits. Terry, if you need some credits.
It's okay. I got a few in my pack. I hope.
What's that piece of paper?
It's nothing.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a yappy beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.